Performance enhancement training. In today's competitive environment of organized athletics, people are continually seeking ways to improve their performance. Additionally, currently the buzzword in the arena of sports-specific training seems to be performance enhancement and prehab. Prehab simply refers to injury prevention training to captivate the athletes, including performance speed, strength, power, etc. However, to sell people on specialized training programs, we should talk about injury prevention as well as performance. All strength and conditioning coaches believe that proper training is necessary to achieve athletic success. Research is now telling us proper training will also lessen sports-related injuries. Research would suggest that proper prehab training will actually do both. However, it is important to understand the why behind each drill or exercise you do. In order to design the most effective prehab and performance enhancement programs, you must look at the following things with all of your athletes. Past medical history. To deliver the most effective training program, you must know what injuries or conditions your athlete has gone through. These injuries or limitations may have a dramatic effect on the drills and exercises you choose to prepare your athlete for competition. This history may also restrict or limit your choices or necessitate the inclusion of certain training techniques to prevent further injury. Should your athlete squat heavy with a history of a herniated lumbar disc? Would you have your best pitcher with shoulder instability do overhead snatches? These are just a few examples of issues that may affect your decision thinking. Prior training history. It is never wise to begin a training program without establishing a proper base. You are responsible for knowing what they have or have not done before in order to educate them and ensure proper development moving forward to avoid injury. This base is critical, much like the foundation of a house. If you build a house on sand, it will eventually wash away and fall apart. Ignoring the development of basic training will lead to similar physical disaster for human body. I have personally worked with several athletes who have actually been hurt or had their performance hindered by excessive or improper training methods employed by their own respected coaches and trainers. Postural alignment and biomechanics. Understanding how posture and biomechanics affect an athlete's movement capacity and patterns of movement is important in reducing injuries and preventing overtraining. What do I mean? I generally look at consistent things like standing posture, hip-knee alignment, the arches of the feet, single leg stance, posture, and flexibility. In addition, I really like to observe the overhead squat maneuver to see how athletes move as a kinetic chain. Can they squat without compensation? Do the knees cave inward? Do they favor one leg? What happens at the ankle? Noting these things can predict a lot about how they will move during strength training, plyometrics, and agility exercises. Basic strength assessment. Many coaches and trainers like to look at standard testing exercises such as 1 RM bench, 1 RM squat, deadlift, and so on. I'm not opposed to these tests per se, but I really think the most important testing simply involves assessing the athlete's ability to control his/her own body weight. I have worked with elite professional athletes who cannot balance on one leg or control their body weight effectively. Now I know what are you thinking. Obviously, it does not affect their performance. This thought process could not be more wrong. These same athletes are also injured almost every year. A few key tests I like to look at are single leg squats, single leg reaches, pull-ups, push-ups, and planks. Keep in mind that the quality, not quantity, of the movement is the most important factor to observe. Dynamic movement analysis. Balance. Observe reaching with the arms and legs in multiple planes to see how the athlete handles changes in the center of gravity. Additionally, I like to observe single leg stance with eyes closed, actually a static test, in order to see how much visual correction is necessary to overcome vestibular, inner ear, and joint kinesthetic deficiencies. Jump landing. Ask the athlete to drop down from an 18-inch box and land with both feet hitting the ground at the same time. Watch the knees and see if they cave inward and how stiff or upright the landing is. Running form. Note how the athlete runs in a linear forward direction as well as how they backpedal. Pay attention to arm swing, body lean, stride, and fluidity of motion. Change of direction. I advise checking starting and stopping capability in a linear direction as well as lateral change of direction and diagonal cutting patterns. Pay close attention to knee position, body control, and height of the athlete at the cuts to get a better picture of their movement skills. Power. I generally evaluate plyometric push-ups, vertical jump, bilateral broad jump, and single leg broad jumps. All of these components play an integral role in the training blueprint for successful athletic performance programming. Ignoring any of them will lead to less than optimal results. Herein lies the difficulty facing athletes and coaches today. In a team setting, it is virtually impossible for coaches to individualize the training stimuli according to a certain athlete's specific needs. Additionally, most of them lack the knowledge and experience to apply true periodization principles to make the assessments I have detailed earlier.
I'm Bibek Bikrant Adhikari and I'm from Dhulikil. I'm an athletic trainer, athletic therapist, whatever you call, and physiotherapist. And currently I work as a performance coach. I finished my physiotherapy, then I wanted to do something in sports because I was pretty athletic when I was in school. So I went to States to do sports therapy. So luckily I got athletic therapy. So athletic training, I fell in love with the human body. I'm passionate about muscles, bone, the way they work. Our body is a machine, so that's why how our body works and how we can make it better, to perform better. I did all my self-studies and then all other studies. So slowly to गर्ने क्रममा चाहिँ I was athletic. Mostly I used to play soccer, football, volleyball. So पढ्ने क्रममा चाहिँ फुटबलमा मेरो एकदम लगाव भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ फुटबलमा प्लेयरहरुको परफर्मेन्स कसरी राम्रो गर्न सकिन्छ, how to make them better भनेर चाहिँ सो म फुटबलमा लाग्न थाले. So personally I worked with a professional soccer team in United States, North American Soccer League clubs like Rayo, OKC, and then San Francisco Deltas. So काम गर्दै थिएँ. काम गर्ने क्रममा चाहिँ I felt like our national team, our football in Nepal needs a little bit of push. किनभन्दाखेरि हाम्रो प्लेयरहरुको जुन फिटनेस लेभल छ, जस्तो त्यो लेभल छ, त्यो चेन्ज गर्नको लागि चाहिँ I think there's not enough effort that has been given to it. So I think we can make some change. That's why I came back to Nepal. So I've been working recently with the athletes, even with the normal layman people. म एथलीटसँग एथलेटिक थेरापिस्ट भन्नुको मतलब यो हैन कि I don't work with the regular people. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ for the regular people, non-athlete population, I would like to say, उहाँहरुको लागि चाहिँ I do postural correction and rehab. So basically my work is divided into 4 parts. First one, injury prevention, and second one, if injury bhayaliko khandama, I do injury treatment, just as a physiotherapist does. And then after treatment I go for rehab, and once everyone is done with the treatment, rehab, prevention, I go with the performance enhancement. Especially your performance enhancement भनेको चाहिँ एथलीट्सहरुसँग हुन्छ. उहाँको performance जुनै पनि स्पोर्ट्समा चाहिँ how to make them play better, perform better. त्यो चाहिँ performance enhancement गर्छु. So that's basically about me. So I'm an athletic trainer and physiotherapist. Fitness, well, in 2006 I graduated from physiotherapy school. So after graduating from that, I was so curious about human body and how it works. So fitness भनेको चिज, it's not about coming to gym only and then just working out, playing with the dumbbells. Fitness starts from our childhood. हामीले सानोमा खेल्ने स्पोर्ट्सहरू जस्तै अब रबर ब्यान्ड भयो, इभन चुङ्गीहरू भयो, those kind of sports, those kind of games are actually fitness. So see, that's why those kids are so healthy, like really fit. But after age पछाडि चाहिँ certain age पछाडि चाहिँ you tend to stop those exercises. So that's how you get in like other muscular problem. So you चाहिँ normal कुराहरू चाहिँ, so I started realizing this thing. So I think I would say like from 2006 I got into, I wouldn't say fitness, but like whole body mechanism, how body works. त्यो भन्ने कुरामा चाहिँ I think I got in from 2006. Basically, गर्नै पर्ने भन्दाखेरि we don't need very much thing to be fit, right? Because we think like gym जानुपर्छ, like we need to use dumbbells, weights. Actually, just using your body weight is more than enough for you. If you can lift your body properly, the whole part, it's more than enough. So for that, basically चाहिने हामीलाई basic चाहिने workout भनेको चाहिँ I can bullet point मा राख्नु पर्दाखेरि चाहिँ I think 5 points मा 5 वटा exercise basic, like push-ups, pull-ups, squats, cartwheel, and L-sit. It's like a position, different positions, okay? So you 5 वटा exercise मात्रै if we do regularly, these are the basic foundation. If you're strong enough to do this movement, it's going to help you very much in the long run. Well, I'm talking about achievement. I think I'm really very lucky getting into this profession because I think I'm the only athletic trainer so far in Nepal, because I don't know any other athletic trainers in Nepal. I have no idea about it, but even in the States, I haven't met any other athletic trainers from Nepal. And another thing, good thing, I was lucky enough to work with clubs in USA, with in North American Soccer League clubs, big clubs, pretty big clubs like Rayo OKC. That was actually Rayo Vallecano La Liga clubs. It was the franchise club from there. And the second one I worked with was San Francisco Deltas, and they are the current champion of North American Soccer League, 2017. And I was lucky enough to work with those players which we used to dream or like working with or to meet. For like, I get to work with those players like national strikers of the United States national team. Those players from who had already played World Cup. So when we play PlayStation, we play soccer in that. But like those players were there in that game. So I was lucky to work with them. Yo profession ma bhayeko karanle gardakhari now I'm able to think of my nation ko, especially particularly with football team, saying how to make them better. मैले चाहिँ त्यो टिमको लागि केही दिन सक्छ, योगदान गर्न सक्छ भन्ने चाहिँ I think त्यो satisfaction चाहिँ अहिले ममा चाहिँ आछ. I think that's because of my profession. That's what I've gained so far with this profession. And talking about fitness, I think my fitness level has definitely been in a good level because of my profession, because I know my body, how to make it work. So I think that's what I've gained so far. Well, I came to Nepal with a dream to professionalize soccer. So to make soccer business. Still, soccer is growing. I would say the business industry for soccer is growing. I don't see any business for soccer, but it's growing. I have a dream to professionalize football in Nepal, and particularly I want to do something for our national team so that I can help them perform better. As I have already mentioned, I work as a performance enhancement coach, so I want to enhance their abilities to perform better. So if I get an opportunity, I would definitely like to work with them, and my dream is to win at least AFC Federation Cup like from our team. That's what I want to achieve. That's my personal goal. So it's, I don't know how real it is, but talking about my expertise, as I mentioned earlier, मैले काम गर्ने चाहिँ चारवटा field हुन्छ, चारवटा phases. Injury prevention, right? The first one is the injury prevention. Injury prevention is like केही injury हुनुभन्दा अगाडि त्यो हुनै नदिनु best, हैन? Prevention is better than cure. So injury I go first for injury prevention because त्यसमा मैले गर्ने चीजहरु के हुन्छ भने हाम्रो body चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि just like a tent, like जुन camping tent हुन्छ त्यस्तो, because हाम्रो body stand चाहिँ muscle को different tension in different direction ले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ हुन्छ. So change in tension in that muscle creates lots of problem in movement, in body movement. So त्यही कारणले गर्दाखेरि we get lots of injuries like muscle tearहरु भयो, even orthopedic problems like osteoarthritis हरु भयो, fracturesहरु भयो, ankle rollहरु, strainहरु जुन हुन्छ, खुट्टा मर्किने यस्तो हुन्छ. This kind of problem is caused because of the muscular imbalances. So त्यो भने चाहिँ some muscles are weak, some are tight. So usually say I analyze the body, the whole body biomechanics, and fix those problems, right? And the second thing that I do is treatment. I'll just say injury bhayhalyo, so somebody rolled their ankle, so what's next? Treatment gonna lie saying, so we treat them on the spot. So just as a physiotherapist does, whatever a physiotherapist does, I do the same thing. So once they are done from the injury phase, they go to rehab. Rehab bhanale चाहिँ it's not only done for any neurological patient, but rehab is needed for regular any orthopedic injuries as well. So हामीहरुकोमा चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ, because of lack of knowledge, पहिला चाहिँ कस्तो थियो भन्दाखेरि एउटा भन्ने चलन छ नि, जस्तै एकचोटी हात भाँच्यो भन्दाखेरि your hands not strong enough as it used to be before. So that's because lack of rehab, proper rehab. Okay? So that's what I do. And then fourth thing, very important and my personal favorite, is performance enhancement. त्यो भन्नाले चाहिँ कोही पनि एउटा athleteलाई चाहिँ how to make them perform better in their sports, whatever sports they play. But my personal favorite and my personal forte is in football, as I've already mentioned. उहाँहरुलाई चाहिँ so I analyze their body. चाहिँ कुन part को किन भन्दाखेरि different body part ले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ you get boost in your performance. For example, if there's a striker, so I would analyze what muscles he needs so that he can strike better. He gets more accuracy and he can increase the power. So according to that, I design exercises, make a treatment protocol, exercise protocol, and work with them. I would like to call myself an engineer, a body engineer, because our body, it's like a machine. So to fix that, just a engineer, a motor vehicle engineer, so to make that engine perform better, whatever he does, I do pretty much the same job with our human body. भन्नाले चाहिँ how to perform better. त्यसको लागि चाहिँ हेर्नुपर्ने चीजहरु बडीमा कुन मसलले प्रपरली काम गरिरहेको छ, कुनले गरिरहेको छैन, कुन मसल weak छ, कुन मसल strong छ. So analyzing all of that muscle, I design exercise. As a performance coach, designs an exercise and work out with athlete so that he can perform better on any other sports. Okay, physiotherapy is very important. Actually, it's a foundation block for training because physiotherapy and sports therapy, performance coach, उनीहरुको काम चाहिँ ओभरल्याप हुन्छ. कसरी भन्दाखेरि physiotherapists they especially work in after injury भइसक्यो, then they go for rehab, injury and rehab. They are limited in injury and rehab. But it's very important because it gives you the basic idea, the natural body anatomy, how the biomechanics work or how it should work. It's a foundation stone. It's a foundation for fitness or exercise. people are getting aware of sports. They're thinking like people are getting aware that like they can make money off sports. Actually, sports is a show business, so you can make money off the show. So that's why people have started investing on players. But there are very few sports that are taken really good care of. So त्यसै कारणले गर्दाखेरि very limited athletes like football athletes, volleyball athletes, cricket athletes. They have good future, but still जै पनि अरू sportsहरू like martial arts and other sports, athletes are like I think we still need a lot of work to do. So future for I think mainly for these three sports, football, cricket and volleyball athletes are growing, but rest other athletes, sorry to say that, but I don't think there's anything happening for them right now. Know your body. First thing, you should know your body. Listen to your body, because your body talks to you. Actually, that pain is telling you something. Problem. So address that. And fitness is very, very, very important in your life. Why? Look at a kid. He's always healthy. Like you see, most of the kids are very healthy with the orthopedic problems. But जब त्यो बच्चा बढ्दै जान्छ त्यो क्रममा चाहिँ के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि they stop doing their regular activities. रेगुलर सानो गेमहरु पनि तिमी खेल्न छाड्छ. त्यसैकारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ your muscle starts getting weak, getting tight. So त्यसले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ whole body alignment चाहिँ misbalance हुन्छ. So त्यसले गर्दाखेरि muscular imbalance को कारणले गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ धेरै orthopedic problemहरु सुरु हुन्छ. So especially those people who are above 40, they definitely need to come to the gym. They don't need to come here to make their bicep big, but they need correctional training sessions, like correctional, body posture because that crooked body posture, you get lots of other problems. So just fixing your body posture helps you a lot to get rid of those problems. It's mainly once you hit 40, I would definitely say, please come to the gym or fitness center or wherever you go. Please take care of your body because it's very important. Just imagine after 10 years, like you are 40 and you don't do anything at this age, and imagine after 10 years of that, how your body is going to be like. It'll be stiff, weak. So if you take care of your body at least from age of 40, you're going to live long and healthy.